Hello survivors, welcome to another Soulstone survivor video. Today we are playing our Christmas build. As you can see, we are running the summon helper elves, of course, you know, Santa's little helpers. We've got ourselves surprise gift as well, and then we got ourselves some reindeers, or we're just going to pretend that they are reindeers fighting for us. Now we are playing it on the engineer because he is the only character that has a beard, and you know we love Santa and his nice white beard, so we had to play with the engineer because it's kind of the only thing that is the closest thing to Christmassy. So this was pretty fun. It's actually a pretty okay build. The elves are really strong because they have cunning. The moose are pretty good because they taunt for us, and then the rest of it's actually not so great. Surprise gift can be very strong, but on its own it's not the strongest, so we'll have to see how it goes. Otherwise, we are already looking for plans for a New Year's one. I've already got an idea for a couple because, you know, New Year's Eve is like fireworks, so I think we've got a little bit of a projectile build. If you want to see certain skills, let me know what you think would be funny for a New Year's type of build, and we can go with that. But over here we're going to focus a lot on multicasting, cast frequency. Our crit is only on 52%, so we will lock that and take it so that we can do more crit, because that's actually going to be really good for us. And movement speed, I don't have any actually, which is not good for us, but everything will be taunted by the reindeer, so we don't necessarily need to worry about movement speed. Also, I was supposed to disable the engineer's not artifact power, his ascension, but we never. The one good thing about it is it does give us defenses, and it's also a little bit of, I guess, extra damage here for us to help with the clearing. So there is that as well. Now, in terms of what the skills do give us, they do give us bleed, like you can see over there, but we're going to be taking the block chance. They do give us bleed as well as slow, so we can stack them, and that's going to give us more bleed as well as bleed to poison, then also to disarray. So we will look at getting that if possible. Otherwise we will not. I mean, if we don't get it, we don't get it, but otherwise it's looking very good. In terms of legendary upgrades over there, getting that clean legendary area of effect without it being part of the divine legacy is actually really good. Now, since that's come up, let's talk about the runes for the build. We ran skill mastery, nature, and ice. That gives us the moose and the elves. If you've unlocked the surprise gift already, then the engineer can use it already because he is a bomb specialist, and it is a bomb tag on the actual surprise gift. So it's something that is native to his skill tree or skill selection, and he's able to use them without any skill mastery upgrades. So we don't need that, so we just run reroll mastery for the divine legacy. Then we've got devastating blow, which makes it so we can only have 3 runes. We got multicast mastery, divine legacy, and sure-footed for the defenses, and that's put us to where we are right now. And we don't need those. We can take the damage over there because that's going to lead to more. We're going to grab that. Crit, cooldown reduction, crit. We can increase the damage of every bleed you apply. That's okay because we are going to be applying a lot of bleed with the summon helper elves as well as surprise gift. Summon helper elves do have bleed chance because of bloodshed, so that's just going to be a little bit extra for us. The one thing that I'm having to do a lot, which I don't actually want to do a lot of, is move. So what you really want to try and do with surprise gift is plant them all on where the bosses are going to be spawning. So you want to try and get as many or as high of a cooldown as possible on them, so that you can just plant hundreds of them at the boss's feet, and usually it does become an insta-kill on bosses when you're able to do that. So that's a really cool little thing that can happen, especially if you do a singular focus present surprise gift. Playing with all of those really does leave a bang at the end of a run, you know, just because they are able to actually one-shot bosses when you have so many of them available. So as long as you keep like moving up and down, or even if you stand still, as long as no random enemy runs into them and the boss spawns in this location, you are going to do a whack ton of damage over there. But you can see some enemies, these little bugs, are running into them, unfortunately, so they are popping. And we didn't get anything near any of the bosses or anything like that, so we have to kind of just stand here, get a couple off, and bam, maybe they'll follow us, but they aren't the type of bosses to follow, so we got to just kind of do that, hoping that these other bosses would follow us. But because we have Moose, they get taunted, so they're not going to worry about that. But we'll just stay here and we're going to keep planting more and more and more of them. Alright, lacerate, we go for bloodshed and one more touch of ice. That should be good. And just try to stay in the same place, planting more and more bombs. Because eventually one of the bosses are going to end up spawning there. I have a very good feeling that they're coming. And when they do, it's going to be epic. Because there's a lot of damage over here. I don't know if these explosions are enemies or if they actually have a lifetime to them. It's because there's a max active bombs. You can only have 30 in total active at a single given time. Alright, so that's why you keep seeing explosions even though we aren't using them. Alright, there we go. We did set off some at their feet, which is perfect. It did kind of do a decent amount of damage. And there we have it. That is the build. It's very fun, it's very active, it's very flashy as well, especially with a lot of area of effect. The bombs kind of cover the screen in these decorations, especially for our Christmassy time. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And always remember, keep safe survivors. Until next time, cheers.